I don't have millions, but I'm learning to think like someone who does. So recently I came across this startup that was trying to reduce post-harvest food loss by providing cold storage. So at first I looked at three main criteria. That was the problem, the solution, and the revenue, and those are really key. So the problem is post-harvest food loss, which is around 30 to 40% in the market, which is actually like a sizable problem. And then cold storage facilities do exist and they actually do work. So I looked then at the revenue. How are they generating revenue? They were getting fees, they were charging fees from the transactions or the commissions that they were making by providing the food itself to the final consumer, and they were also charging for the cold storage facility. So that was great. So you ask yourself, is this really scalable? Then I started thinking further and saying, other than this, how does this business actually operate? Because it's really logistically heavy, whereby the goods have to move from the farm itself to the cold storage facility, and they were having another layer of providing a marketplace to the end user. So when you look at that, then you start asking yourself again, this is really mostly in the rural areas. Do they have great infrastructure for that? Then now you think, can the team actually be able to execute an operationally complex company like that? Can they? So now it stops just being about the problem, the solution, and the revenue. It now becomes also about the team. So now I try to see what other investors have actually talked about this, what have they said, and then I say, oh, this company has a really good market, right? I look at somebody like Mark Anderson, whereby he talks about a good market can beat anything. A good market is actually better than a lousy team, but if the team can actually adapt itself. But he also says that the execution is really important because it's the outcome that determines everything, right? Like poor execution, you will have a terrible outcome. So now I try to assess, will this team be able to execute and deliver their solution to the markets, deliver their solution to the end users really well? So this is me learning that in real time.